my clothes off. I was like, if I get naked, I will make people go vegan. Yeah, but no, but lions, but desert islands. There's this amazing positive change that's happening. It's like this huge tide that's coming in. It's not going backwards, it's going forwards. What I need to do to start off with is to say thank you to Josephine for the opportunity to speak up for the innocent animals of the world. Also to all of the other volunteers today who helped put on this amazing event. I always feel really humbled being around amazing vegans. It's just amazing to see. It's like an amazing little bubble in this non-vegan world that we live in, to see that there's so many amazing, compassionate people out there doing amazing things. And so I've been vegan for about 11 years. About back then, basically, someone gave me a book and I realised that we don't need to eat animals. It's cruel to do it. It's more, it's better for the environment to not eat animals, and it's better for our health, so it became this no-brainer. And then from that point on, I was like, okay, I need to tell people about this. But then what I found is I kept on getting these same arguments over and over again and over and over again, and I do a lot of street activism, and you get the same arguments over again, over again, over again. And so back to basics means, as vegans, as human beings, what we need to do is go back to the original philosophy. And the original philosophy talks about what is possible and what is practicable. Because I've got into many discussions that aren't about veganism. I've wasted a lot of time and energy talking about things that aren't vegan, but that are not what veganism is. So when I'm discussing with people, I say, have you read the philosophy? And they're like, no, I haven't. And I say, so what we're arguing about is something I know about and what you don't know about. So you need to learn about the philosophy. And I mentioned those two words, and those two words are possible and practicable. So it's not possible for me to be 100% vegan 100% of the time. I do my best, we all do our best, and that's what it's about. But it's realising, okay, I live in this non-vegan world, that glass might have bits of animal in it. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop being vegan. What that means is that's the reality, that's the restrictions that we have as human beings. And so, I'm very passionate, you might come across, but also, what I want to do is inspire others. So I've got loads of information bumbling around my head, and I've like researched this and I've researched that. But really, what I want other people to do is connect with their skills and then use those skills to help the animals. So, so I've got a big mouth. I talk a lot. I try and make people laugh. I try and entertain them. I make a little video here and there. I give talks. I've made poetry. I've basically tried and experimented with different things. That will hopefully make the world go vegan. It hasn't happened, so I've still got to carry on working, and we've all got to keep on working. That's the thing, is that we try this different thing. You might make a book, you might write some poetry, and it hasn't made the world go vegan. You don't stop at that point. You carry on going. You're going, okay, I've done that thing. I'm now going to move on to this next project. I'm going to use my power, my energy, my skills to help the animals. Because that's what it's about. I've seen hundreds of animals right up to their eyes. I can see that they're depressed. I can see they're unhappy. It makes me unhappy. It makes me sad. But what it does is it inspires me to go, actually, Berty, you need to carry on. You need to carry on helping the animals. How can I do that? I can give people information. What information can I give people? So I created this site. It's called Can I Milk That Dog? On that site, as vegans and as non-vegans, you get all these different topics. You talk about, let's say, nature, or you talk about lions, or you talk about desert islands. All of those have back to basics answers. Sometimes when I'm discussing about veganism, I feel like I'm in an episode of Little Britain. So I'm like, oh guys, it's cruel to hurt animals. And what I get in return is, yeah, but no, but lions, but desert islands, but my friend was a bad vegan and they got unhealthy. And it's like, whoa, slow it down. I said it's cruel to hurt animals. You're not a lion, you're not on a desert island. Whatever excuse you're going to come up with, there is a back to basics answer. So that site, Can I Milk That Dog, is a free website, a resource for everyone to use. So it has, I got inspired by Earthling Ed. He made an ebook, a free ebook that was 30 back to basics. So 30 excuses that get presented to vegans. So I then created my own answers to those. I put my own little twist on it, and then what I found is that actually there's even more excuses that get presented to vegans, so I've then added to it as well, so hopefully that is useful to people. I've also created a free PDF, so a lot of time people are like, oh, being a vegan's unhealthy, and I'm like, bro, you're smoking and drinking, why are you worried about my vegan diet? But what I want people to do is understand that you can be healthy as a vegan. Give people the confidence. You don't have to talk about health, because the British Dietetics Association and the NHS both say that you can be a healthy vegan at every stage of life, so we can move that argument to the side and go back to the animal rights. And so yeah, it's called Healthy Vegan Diets, free PDF. If you type it into Google, you'll get it, and you can download it, read through it. As I kind of mentioned, I've tried giving talks, I've made PDFs, I've made websites. I'll be honest, I gave a talk once and I took my clothes off because I thought that would make people go vegan. Honestly, I took my clothes off. I was like, if I get naked, I will make people go vegan. What I learnt from that is that some people enjoyed me taking my clothes off, but actually people didn't go vegan. But what they do go vegan from is this. This, along with a lot of other things, this is the most effective form of activism I've ever used. So what it is VR experience that the animals go through when we kill them, so it's slaughterhouse footage.
Hi, I'm Ivana Lynch on behalf of Animal Equality. You may know me as Luna Lovegood, but what brings me here today is a story of no imagination. This is the tragic reality for dairy cows. I was unaware of the suffering behind every glass of milk, but what I discovered changed my perspective. I invite you to join me today on a tour of the dairy industry.
And you don't get any arguments. Once people have taken that off, you do get arguments because people don't want to admit the truth. But the majority of people, when they take that off, they're like, that's really sad, Bertie. That's really horrible what we're doing to the animals. How can I change? And I'm like, well, there's this option. You can try this. You can try Veganuary. You can try all these other amazing charities that are out there. And Dr. Greger kind of sums up veganism really amazingly for me. And it goes like this. The most ethical diet just so happens to be the most environmentally sound diet, and just so happens to be the healthiest. So it's this amazing trifecta. Trifecta means triple. It's the magic bullet for human beings and the planet and our health. And coming to a place like this and learning about what all the amazing things that the plant-based trees are doing, I feel humbled and I feel positive because there's this amazing surge. There's this amazing positive change that's happening. It's like this huge tide that's coming in. It's not going backwards, it's going forwards. And we can all be part of that. So tap into whatever your skills are. Obviously I've got a big mouth, I like making people laugh, I make people feel uncomfortable so that they think about the animals a bit more. But there's a surge, and there's no getting away from it. Veganism is not going anywhere. You can't change a mindset. You can't change an idea. The idea to not hurt animals, you can't change that. You can't, oh, I'm going to outlaw it. Well, I'm still going to have the idea. It's not going anywhere. So it's just this bit of positivity to remind us that we're part of this amazing, awesome surge, this amazing tide that's coming in. And yeah, please just add to it. And I'm sure you already are, but just when you're getting down and you're getting a bit frustrated in this non-vegan world, be like, actually, there's millions of vegans in the world. Sometimes you can get in your own little vegan bubble like I do, and I'm like, oh, I'm the only vegan. But we're not. We're part of an amazing, amazing change and movement. And alongside that, so we've got this movement happening with all these amazing sanctuaries and charities, and please, use your skills, go and volunteer with them as well. And Veganuary had 600,000 people sign up this year. This year, 600,000 people said, actually, Veganuary sounds like an amazing idea, let's sign up for it. To me, that's amazing. It's amazing. It's another added element to this amazing, amazing surge that's happening. What can I say that's going to make your lives easier? Basically, I've made loads of videos that are aimed at entertaining vegans, or educating non-vegans, educating vegans. All of that is available for free. Like, everything I've talked about is available for free. So please use that, share it around, and make it like a part of your lives if it's going to help you. If not, there's loads of amazing vegans out there with other useful stuff as well. A line has come to me recently, and it's called "Until Every Cage is Empty." And for me, what that means, like I mentioned earlier, we have to keep going. We have to keep up this. Hello, dogs. We have to keep going. Don't give up. It's very easy to get downtrodden and fed up with arguing with non-vegans. I've been there. I've argued with a lot of non-vegans. I've been there a lot of times. But remember, when you're getting tired, when you're getting frustrated at your family not going vegan, or whatever it is, whatever's frustrating you, be like, actually, okay, I'm getting burnt out, I'm getting tired, what shall I do? Well, shall I give up? No, don't give up. Just have a little rest, recharge, go on holiday, do whatever you need to do to recharge, and then come back even more stronger and powerful for the animals. Does that make sense? I'm just sort of, I feel like I'm talking at you. Is this helping? Is this interesting? There we go, that's what I want. Sometimes it's a bit hard to, there's so many of you, I don't want to bore you, I want to hopefully give you a little nudge, here's an idea. Like, that's what happened to me all those years ago. That guy sold me the book on the street, made me realise that it's insane to actually use animals anymore in this day and age. And then, so yeah, hopefully I can be this little nudge and be like, guys, what are you good at? Use that to help the animals, and then you can go on and give little nudges to the rest of the world, and then hopefully it'll do something good. Am I near the end of my time?
Another 4 minutes.
4 minutes? Do you want me to do a bit of stand-up? I think I've done all my stuff. Wait, what you need to do is tell me when I've got 1 minute to go, and I'll finish with a quote. So, how many vegans does it take to change a light bulb? 2. 1 to change it and 1 to read the ingredients. I know it's really bad, isn't it? It's really bad. But there's loads of really good vegan comedians out there, so they'll be able to keep you enthralled, more entertained, more than I can. But I feel like in the early days, what inspired me was logic, facts, and statistics. And so 65% of the human race, don't know if people know this, 65% of the human race is lactose intolerant, which means that they can't process dairy. Do you know what another interesting statistic is? 100% of the human race are not baby cows. They're not baby giraffes, they're not baby rhinos, and they are not puppies. 100%. Oh, you need milk? No, I don't. What are you on about? You need dog milk. No, I don't. Yes, you do. If I need cow milk, you need dog milk. We'll meet in the middle somewhere. But the reason I say statistics is because they stick in your brain. 65% of the world is lactose intolerant. The other 100% of the world are not baby cows. Does that make sense? Have I waffled? Have I vegan waffled? Has anyone tried the waffles? So I've got loads of amazing. I've got some talks online that if I haven't articulated myself properly today, they're available for you guys. But I'll leave you with this quote that came to me. The best way I can describe it is that, like, I have all these ideas and thoughts in my head, and I'm like, that one might work, or that one. I'll try that one, then I'll try that one, then I'll try that one. But this one stuck in my head for a bit. I wrote it down, and I thought it would be helpful for you guys. So it goes like this. Everyone has a part to play in making the world a more compassionate place. Go vegan, then use your skills to promote a vegan lifestyle. I've been Berty Justice. Thank you for the opportunity to speak up for the innocent animals of the world. I'll be around for the rest of the day and the party later if anybody has any more questions. Have a lovely life and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace!
Thank you so much, Berty. much positivity, and I think sometimes we forget just how much we've succeeded and how many games we're making.